What's up? In this video, you'll learn the very basics of Roblox Studio GUI by creating a health bar. We'll put it on our screen, and over an NPC. If you wish to only watch the part you're interested in, I added chapters to this video. Before we begin, I would recommend to install this simple Studio plugin for GUI scaling. It makes work with GUI significantly easier for both beginners and advanced Studio users. Anyway, let's get back to it. To put a GUI object, like a button, frame, or picture, onto the screen, let's head to Start a GUI. There, we first need to insert a screen GUI, which is a container for all the GUI objects that holds them on the screen. Rename it to Healthbar, or whatever you prefer. Now insert a canvas group into it. A canvas group is yet another container, but this time it organizes and groups other GUI elements. It's similar to a frame, but it renders descendants as a group with color and transparency applied to the render result. We'll use it for a certain GUI trick. While it's selected, resize it to a small rectangle by grabbing and holding one of the corners to stretch it. You can also grab and hold the middle and move it to the bottom left corner of the screen. Now would be a good time to play with the plugin I recommended. Select the canvas group, then go to the Plugins tab at the top of the screen, and click the Add Constraint button. This will add an object to the canvas group, preventing it from stretching or distorting on different screen sizes. After that, click the Unit Conversion button and click both buttons saying Scale. This will convert the element's size and position to work on all kinds of screen sizes. To make it well stuck to the bottom left corner, we need to play with an anchor point property. An anchor point controls which part of a GUI element is used as its reference for positioning and scaling. It ranges from 0 to 1, left to right, and top to bottom. Change it to 0,1 to make it appear in the bottom left. This looks boring, let's customize it. Select the canvas group, search for a UI corner in the object search pop-up and add it. This object will give our GUI element round corners from all sides. Change its corner radius property to 1,0 to make it all round. Select the canvas group again and look for a background color 3 property. Once you click it, you'll be able to select a color for the element. Please remember that the canvas group will serve as the background and not the foreground, so I'd recommend making it dark. This looks so much less boring now. Select the canvas group, search for a frame in the object search pop-up and add it, rename it to bar. This will be the foreground. Go into its properties and look for a size property. Scale, from 0 to 1, resizes the object relative to the parent's size, which in this case is the canvas group. To quickly scale it to fit the canvas group, simply type 1 into the window. Wow, boring again. Add a UI corner to the frame, change its corner radius property to 1. Now search for a UI gradient and add it to the frame. Find the color property and click the 3 dots on the right side. A pop-up window will appear. Here you can customize how the colors transition between their positions. It is up to you to choose the theme color of your health bar. I'll just make it red. You can determine the clockwise rotation in degrees of the gradient starting from left to right. Type 90 into the rotation property. Less boring again. Last thing, add a text label to the canvas group you worked on earlier, rename it to health. Text labels can display text. We'll use it to display how many health points we, or an NPC, have. Again, simply type 1 into the size property to fit it to the canvas group. Search for a background transparency property and type 1. The closer the property is to 1, the more transparent the background will be. Search for a text color 3 property and click it. A pop-up window will appear. Choose your own color for the text label that matches your theme. Lastly, search for text scaled property and turn it on. This will scale the text to fit within the text label. And with that, we created our health bar. Now, to actually make it work, let's get into scripting. First, add a local script to the canvas group and open it. In a moment, I'll explain everything I'm coding right now. First, we set our variables. We need to find the humanoid to determine players' health points. Then we grab Roblox's built-in tween service, which lets us create smooth animations for our health bar. Lastly, we create variables for elements in our health bar. We create our function and start with displaying health points on the text label. Then, we calculate the player's health as a percentage, between 0 and 1, and clamp it so it never goes below 0 or above 1. Lastly, we use tween service to animate it. Here, we run the function right when the player spawns. Lastly, we ensure to run the function when health or max health property changes for our player. And that's it. Search for a zombie in the toolbox and add it to the game. Let it hit you and see if the health bar works. Now that we've done that, let's put it over an NPC. Select the zombie we added earlier, look for its head, then add billboard GUI to it. It's very similar to the screen GUI, but it sticks to objects in the 3D world and always faces the camera. Set its size, then set the studs offset property to be slightly above the head. Lastly, set light influence property to 0. Go back to our canvas group, select it and duplicate it, and drag it back to the billboard GUI. Type 1 into its size property to scale it, set the anchor point to 0.5, and type 0.5 into its position property to center it. Currently, there's a local script inside the health bar. Local scripts are client-sided though, so go ahead and add a script to the canvas group. Then, copy and paste the content from the local script to our new script. Delete the first 3 lines of code, they won't be useful. We can simply locate the humanoid in the zombie now. Search for a sword in the toolbox and add it to the starter pack to test if the health bar works. And it does. So, that would be all for this video. I really hope it's been helpful. Goodbye.